Hey guys, my name is Shelby and thank you for joining me today on my channel. On my channel, I typically do content on different homesteading videos or learning to homestead. So if you're somebody like me who's just starting the process, definitely stick around so that you can see all of my wins and mistakes in between. Chicken content, recipe content, desserts, you name it. Plus lots of gardening stuff. Today we're doing a seed haul video and I'm doing a seed haul from Baker Creek, which is like my go-to. I love Baker Creek seeds. I'm also doing an MIGardener seed haul. He is a YouTuber that is, of course, big time. I'm sure if you're a gardener, you've seen a few of his videos if you watch YouTube and garden. I actually purchased these a few months ago, so some of them I don't even remember like what I got, just with the intention of stocking up for spring so that I would be ready. We're about 6-8 weeks away from springtime, which is blowing my mind because currently I'm 32 weeks pregnant. I'll do a belly shot. Here's my big 32-week pregnant belly. The baby is due in March, early March. So there's just like a lot of stuff that has to get done with the garden come now in January to be ready for March. That's why we're talking about seeds, and in one of my next videos I will be planting all of my seeds, getting them started, and I'm going to be building a window greenhouse to put all of my starts in there. We'll see if that works as opposed to doing like artificial lights. So with all that said, let's get started on this seed haul. Going through the MIGardener seeds. So the first ones I'm going to go through are garbanzo bean seeds. I've never really grown garbanzo beans or taken them seriously, so I'm looking forward to giving these a shot. I grew soybeans last spring and it worked out really well. It was the first time I had success with it, so I'm hoping I have the same kind of experience with the garbanzo beans. Of course, I want to make a bunch of hummus with it. That's one of my main motivating factors. You got to grow what you eat. Spinach, I've got this giant noble spinach. I'm going to be growing the spinach in one of my grow boxes. So that is, it's got like a water basin at the bottom. Either that or my green stalk tower. I'm just kind of laughing at myself right now because I picked out this option, a pineapple tomato. If you guys have grown this, let me know what you think of it. Hoping it's a little bit sweet. It says that it's an MIGardener favorite. Hopefully it's going to be really good. Each of the tomatoes can be about 2 pounds each. I love myself a big beefsteak sandwich tomato and one that looks fun to boot. Yeah, sign me up. Old German tomato. Okay, let's see. Why did I pick this one? It's a massive bicolored tomato that produces jaw-dropping sized fruits. The flavor is more tomatoey than other varieties of the same color. So sometimes if you have grown some orange tomatoes, you will see that it doesn't have that like deep, robust flavor. It's a little bit fruitier. That's why I am looking forward to these ones. Had really good reviews. It says great for slicing and making yellow ketchup, so that would be super fun to do. I love cabbage. I love all kinds of cabbage. I think it's like an amazing detox. It makes you feel great, and I love growing pak choy and bok choy cabbage. It's really great for Florida. From my experience, I've always had success growing these types of cabbages. All of like the Asian greens are, I've found, easier to grow in Florida. I don't know why, maybe because it's quick and it has less of a tendency to bolt. You do have to harvest them, pretty quickly, but I'm definitely excited to have this. Okay. This is one of my favorite varieties to grow. I was so excited to see this on the MIGardener website because I purchased this last time from Baker Creek, and of course their prices are typically a little bit more expensive. But if you haven't grown these mushroom basket tomatoes, I highly recommend it. They are almost pink colored, a very good flavor, perfect for sandwiches. It's a really good producer for beefsteak tomatoes, so I would definitely recommend adding this to your list if you are thinking, hey, I only have one type of beefsteak to grow because of the size of my garden or something like that. definitely add these to your list. Last year I grew the Sugar Baby watermelons, which I will be growing again, but I'm definitely making room for the Dixie Queen watermelon variety. These are about 20-30 pound melons. They're gonna be bursting with flavor according to the seed packet. Medium-sized seeds. Nobody wants like huge seeds in your watermelon that you have to fish out. And I will say with the Sugar Baby watermelons, there's a lot of seeds in those. All right, I don't know if I'm saying this wrong. It is the Ailsa Craig onion. I don't know if that's how you say it. A long variety onion originating in Scottsdale, Ailsa. Sorry if I'm totally butchering that right now. Known for their flavor and size. About 1 to 2 pounds a piece, sometimes up to 5 pounds. That would be truly amazing to have a 5-pound onion to harvest. More beans. I would love to successfully grow a lot of black beans this year. So to have them for canning and everything would be amazing. We use black beans a lot for like black bean soup, any type of Spanish meals, black beans and white rice. Just love that simplicity, and that's why I'm growing those. This is Savoy cabbage. It originated in France. Whenever I read that something is originating somewhere as amazing as France, I kind of question whether or not it's going to be successful in Florida. Hey, we'll see. In springtime, pretty much anything goes. The leaves are super textured and crinkled, which is why I picked that out, as you can see. More tomatoes. We have our moneymaker tomato. What you always need is like one solid good tomato. There's lots of different varieties of tomatoes, like so many varieties. It's really easy to be like, oh my gosh, I'm open to this whole new world of tomatoes when I'm going on these seed sites and picking all these crazy things. But as an experienced gardener, I would say pick out some fun stuff, but also get some old reliables. And that's why I got this Moneymaker tomato. Known for its versatility, this variety loves hot and humid weather. And hello, in Florida, it gets so hot here that the plants will stop producing flowers and stop reproducing. So that was a big motivation for picking out this variety as well, because I need something that can handle the heat up in here. Okay, what else? Shallots. Gotta grow some shallots. I love shallots. They offer such a unique flavor to a dish, especially paired with like white wine. It's just such a chefy experience. So having homegrown shallots to dehydrate or to freeze or can or whatever, just use fresh. That's exactly what I want in my garden. Purple Beauty pepper, and these peppers look very pretty. So my experience with peppers has always been that whenever I get like these seed packets from a place, the peppers don't really germinate very well. And I'm a part of like a lot of different groups, like Facebook groups and things like that for gardening. A lot of people always have a hard time with pepper germination. My best germination of peppers has always been when I've just gone to the store, gotten a fresh pepper, shelled out the seeds. Then I've always had really excellent germination. So I'm not sure how well these are going to germinate, especially because they look kind of like a fun variety, but we shall see. More peppers. We have the Tabasco pepper. For the longest time, I wasn't really like a Tabasco girl. I love hot sauce. I love hot sauce, but I wasn't really like a Tabasco hot sauce person. But I am a believer that there's a time and a place for everything, including Tabasco hot sauce, which is why I'm just gonna give it a try myself, make my own sauce with these peppers. And it says that these Tabasco peppers are one of the most popular in the world. Why not have it in the garden? Sweet banana peppers. I love banana peppers. Pickling them, they are just so delicious, or just sauteing them. I really appreciate their flavor. Ever since I was really little, I've just really liked banana peppers. Red noodle beans. I would really love to have these on my cattle panel trellis. They're purple and I want something beautiful on those trellises. These beans measure, get this, 2 to 3 feet each. All right, we'll see. We will see. I gotta check that out. I really hope that they are that long, because that would be So cool. Floridade tomato. I don't remember why I picked this out. It's a determinate tomato. It's from 1976 Floridade tomato variety. It does well in very hot temperatures. That is probably why I picked this out. It was so hot here in Florida, and I know it was hot everywhere in the United States, and everybody was complaining that their plants were just not reproducing anymore. This year, I was like, I need some tomato varieties that are really going to withstand the heat. They're really good for pasta sauces, sauteing, highly productive and heat tolerant. These don't look super fancy because they're not, but I'm growing tomatoes to have, you know, lots of tomatoes. So some of those fancier varieties, you know, you never know. My goal is to plant like at least 50 to 75 tomato plants this year. This is a purple sprouting broccoli. I wanted to grow these because of that purple color. They look really cool. Muncher cucumbers. I grew just a few of these successfully. I think it was in the fall time before it got a little bit hot again, and then bugs started to come out again. Anyways, this is the perfect size cucumber. A really crunchy cucumber, perfect for canning and things like that, like pickles. This would be really good for pickles. I would definitely recommend growing this because it's like got that crisp crunch. Red acre cabbage. That concludes the MIGardener seed portion. Now let's move on to the Baker Creek seeds, which are always really fun. Lots of seeds. Like I said before, I don't remember what I picked out exactly. All right, cauliflower purple of Sicily. I have grown purple cauliflower before. It's always so cool, so stunning. The flavor I wouldn't say would be like that much different than regular cauliflower. It's just eye-catching and really cool. Mizuna, I know a lot of people who have been buying seeds from Baker Creek are getting free Mizuna seeds like crazy. This is like a superfood, dark green, very easy to grow and adaptable to both extreme heat and cold. Hey, we got the extreme heat over here. Scarlet kale, which I did see actually in an MIGardener video, that this is one of their favorite things to grow. It looked truly amazing. It looked very beautiful. And kale in our yard actually lasts for like 2 years or so. It lasts a really long time. It loves the frost, it loves the heat and everything in between, probably just because of our zone. So I am looking forward to having this beauty for a long time. Romanesco broccoli. I have grown this before. It's absolutely lovely. It looks just like this, although it's definitely hard to believe. It does have more of like a nutty flavor than like a regular cauliflower or broccoli, I would say. A datil pepper. I'm just gonna give this a shot. Why not? Throw it in a pot. Didn't even mean to rhyme there. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. It could be a really great option that I love eating or not. Parsnips. This is a Holy Crown parsnip. I really enjoy parsnips in soups with carrots. If you're making like a really hearty like chicken and dumpling or something like that, my mom always put parsnips in our soups with the carrots, and I just felt like I don't know why more people don't cook with parsnips, or I don't see more parsnips. If you're not used to eating them, I would definitely suggest trying them. Doesn't taste like a carrot, but they pair well with carrots. Turnips. Turnips are always something I'm looking to grow. I'm pretty good at growing turnips, I will say. This one looks super cool. It's a crisp and mild white and red flesh. It's from a part of Japan. It just looked really cool, so I wanted to give this one a try. It's a Ahita Benai Red. I'm so sorry if I'm saying this wrong, but it looks cool. I love a good broccoli rapini. If you go to any of these, you know, high-end Italian restaurants, having these, you know, just sauteed, they're so delicate, easy to grow, fast to grow. It has a little bit more, I would say, robust of a flavor than regular broccoli. A little bit easier on the palate to eat, like the stems and the leaves. You can actually harvest these in asparagus-like shoots. So if you've never grown broccoli before, you're intimidated by it, I would definitely suggest a rapini variety because it's going to be a little bit less intimidating and more rewarding. Black coat runner bean. I wanted a beautiful bean on my cattle panel trellises to have like some beautiful flowers on there, and I just felt like this had it all. These particular ones, they are eaten like sugar snap peas, so you don't have to, you know, cook them first. There are some varieties of beans that you don't want to eat raw. You want to cook them first. I have a 2-year-old and he loves harvesting peas and beans and just eating them right away, so I've always got to kind of be mindful of the varieties that I pick. Okay, lettuce. I gotta be a little bit picky about the type of lettuce that we grow. So in the summertime, even if you are successfully growing lettuce in a hotter zone, I'm in zone 9A, 9B, it's probably gonna be pretty bitter. I wanted to grow this one because it's like a cabbage like lettuce, so I'm hoping that it's a little bit hardier than like your traditional lettuce that will be a little bit, maybe this will be more heat tolerant. It just looked really beautiful. I like the idea of potentially grilling or charring this lettuce. Celery. I've got this Chinese pink celery. What is cooler than having a pink variety of something that people are normally used to seeing in only a green variety? Extra easy to grow, which, yes, sign me up for that. Kid gardens, it's really good for kid gardens because it's eye-catching and it just gets them really excited. So I've got a 2.5-year-old right now and another baby on the way, so things like this is definitely on my list. And last but not least, poppy flowers. So poppies are my definite favorite flower, like my absolute hands down favorite flower. In Florida, it's really challenging to grow flowers like this because just our climate, it's not really, we're not really supposed to be growing flowers like that here in Florida. It's more of a tropical environment. So what I usually do is I plant the poppy seeds in the colder months, and sometimes it can take a few months for them to germinate. These are sun germination type seeds. All you simply have to do is just sprinkle them over the top. You don't need to dig them really deep into the ground. What you want to do is you want to plant the seeds in a colder month and then just forget about it and hope that come spring they're just going to do their thing. At least that's what I do, and just be pleasantly surprised. You do have to kind of educate yourself on what a poppy sprout looks like so that you're not de-weeding them, basically thinking that they're a weed, because they kind of do look like a weed. Okay, you guys, that wraps it up for this seed haul. I actually have a lot more seeds in just my seed collection right now that I'm also going to be incorporating into the spring garden. And now, just like after going through this again, I am getting extra excited about the spring garden. Lots to plant, lots to look forward to. I'm going to change up some stuff this year, and I'm also going to be growing some stuff from last year that worked out really well too. The Sugar Rush peppers, those were amazing from Baker Creek, and like the San Marzano tomatoes. I will be going over that in my my seed sprouting video, what I'm growing from last year too. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see that. And we're doing a massive garden expansion. I wanted some market rows in the garden instead of just fully permaculture rows, or I guess they call it like a back to Eden garden. I'm learning still this whole process. If you want to see a little bit of everything, definitely hit that subscribe button. It's going to be super exciting coming up here in the next few months. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.